Hello there, Zero viewers. This is Josh from the Homie House Podcast. I just figured I'd bust out this video real quick because the channel needs some actual content aside from the podcast. I wanted to talk about something that has recently occurred in the music industry, specifically music awards. So most people know, if you don't, now you do, that Lil Baby was recently awarded the Artist of the Year award by the American Music Awards. After the release of My Turn Deluxe, he had a lot of hits, a lot of big hits, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a huge fan of Lil Baby. I'm not a stan, but I mean, definitely have some of his songs in my playlist. He's okay, he's good, at least he's decent, right? But recently, he had that award taken away from him by Megan Thee Stallion. That's right, Megan Thee Stallion. Just let that sink in. Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, the artist who featured on WAP in the annoying ass TikTok song called Savage, which I mean at this point I've probably heard about 1,000 times, maybe more. And I already know the first thing most people will say is that, oh, you don't like her because she's a female. You don't like her because you don't like female rappers. Now let me get something straight before I get into this. Some of the greatest hip hop artists of all time, not all time, but of the recent years, have been females. For instance, Cody Shane, Tierra Whack, Little Sims, TK Maidza. I mean, I could go on if I really wanted to, dig deep in my memory, but that's just four I could name off the top of my head. And another thing is that I think females play a very important role in the music industry. They're definitely very important, and I think empowering female figures in the entertainment industry is a very important thing to have. Because hip hop is predominantly very masculine and very male, and to have empowering female figures in the rap industry, is definitely a very good thing. It's a rare thing, but it's definitely a good thing to have. But Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, and I mean, Nicki Minaj is okay, but she's still annoying. But mostly Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B are just, the exact opposite of what we need right now, as far as the music goes, and the way the genre is turning. I feel like the more we let people like this blow up on TikTok and just anywhere in general, the more we let stuff like this become so popular and be rewarded and praised across all platforms, it really shows like how the music industry is kind of deteriorating as far as hip hop goes. There's a difference between, real feminism, like actually standing for a cause, like good for. There's a difference between that and just rapping about your pussy for, 3 minutes on every single track. And, there's only so far you could really get. I mean, it's already obvious she doesn't write her own songs. It's already obvious that, she's going to run out of stuff to talk about eventually. And I mean, as far as WAP goes, I mean, how... Just imagine a man. I mean, and this could have happened before, I don't know, because I haven't done my research, but just imagine a man making an entire song like WAP about his dick and having every single line be about his dick and his wet-ass dick. If there is a song that exists like that, I could tell you right now it's a terrible song, but I don't think there is a song like that unless it's like satire or something that's intended to be funny. A man cannot seriously sit down and have the pride and the insane idiocracy to make an entire song about their own genitalia. I mean, but I mean, when a woman does it, it's normal, I guess. I mean, that they really don't have that much to rap about, I guess, or anything significant in their lives enough to talk about on a song besides that. And it's not empowering at all. I could name empowering, female feminism songs, artists, and that, but just rapping about your genitalia, advertising and supporting exploitation and using your body to please men. That's not a good thing. You shouldn't be teaching your audience that you have to, do all that stuff just to please a guy. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, there are a lot more problems and significant things in the world that you could be talking about besides your pussy on every single track. I mean, yeah, of course, men in songs all the time will, make a line that involves their dick, but it's not the entire song. But aside from WAP, because that is a Cardi B song, and it does have Megan Thee Stallion featured on it, which is why I'm talking about it. But aside from WAP, I mean, I've pretty much haven't seen any talent at all when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion. I haven't seen any lyrical talent. I haven't really seen any flows that caught my attention besides the flow on Savage, which is annoying and horrendous. I mean, every time I hear it on TikTok, I just swipe. I mean, I honestly I mean, TikTok ruins almost every song. I really don't like TikTok. Yeah, I have TikTok. It's like my last resort to posting stuff. I don't really like having it. If someone paid me $100 to, never open TikTok again, I would probably take that $100 in a heartbeat. But, yeah, I mean, Megan Thee Stallion, I mean, Artist of the Year. You're telling to me right now that if I took a list of every single hip hop artist that has released a song this year, Megan Thee Stallion is the best artist. Are you telling me that? Because if that's really the case, if that's really what people think, then that's just mind fucking, And I mean, I know the award isn't really based on talent. It's more based on success and popularity. But if you want to call somebody the Artist of the Year, you should maybe pick somebody that is talented, actually, makes decent music, and, makes a good cohesive album. That's something I've noticed in the hip hop industry, not just the hip hop industry, in music in general. And I saw a video of Beyonce talking about this. So obviously, this is not my original words, but I'll kind of go off of it. Is that we don't listen to full albums anymore. Some do, obviously. You have like Anthony Fantano, people who do album reviews, but the vast majority of people in the music industry don't listen to full albums and full bodies of work. You got TikTok, which is making it a whole lot worse. You listen to 15 seconds of a song and never listen to the rest for most people. I mean, you hear the 15 seconds of the song and then what? I mean, only probably 1% of the people who view it will actually look up the song and go get it. And even beyond that, you're not even lower percentage of people are going to be, looking at the artist and that kind of thing, unless they're really someone really popular like The Weeknd, someone who's already regularly listened to. But if there's an unknown artist that all of a sudden blows up on TikTok, that kind of ruins the artist's potential at becoming something really big, because all people know them for is that small little segment of one of their songs, And I mean, yeah, I have songs on TikTok. I admit it. No one uses them, thankfully. I mean, I guess if someone did use them, I wouldn't really have a problem with it. I mean, it's not a way I prefer of becoming popular, but I mean, I'll take it. But what my point is that when we see people like Megan Thee Stallion getting Artist of the Year, that's a real sign that music industry is not going in a very good place. I miss the days when, we'd get a vinyl record or we'd get a CD and we'd listen to the whole thing, and then we'd rate that experience based on the cohesiveness of the entire album, the enjoyment of the entire album, not just a song or a chorus from a song or a few bars from a song that you're probably never going to listen to the rest of, Artist of the Year, if we're talking about Artist of the Year as far as talent, as far as good albums goes, I could write books and books of artists that I would rather listen to than Megan Thee Stallion before I would pick her as Artist of the Year. And don't get me wrong, I wish success upon everybody. I think Megan Thee Stallion has put in a certain amount of work, and she deserves to, become famous off of her work. That doesn't mean I like it, but regardless if I like it, I think everybody deserves to achieve the goal that they want in life. But Artist of the Year is a little far. She could be famous, she can get her money, she could support herself for the rest of her life, reach her goal, that kind of stuff. But Artist of the Year, really? I mean, come on. I mean, we might talk about this on the podcast. I'm not sure. I just wanted to bust out a video, some reaction content. I'm going to be doing that here a lot more. Anyone who has any thoughts on this, just let me know in the comments. I mean, Lil Baby, come on, man. Lil Baby is vastly, vastly, vastly more talented than Megan Thee Stallion, and Lil Baby isn't even that good. He's a wannabe Young Thug, and he's still better than Megan Thee Stallion. Like, come on. Whoever organizes, I don't know how the awards work. I don't know if it's by vote. I don't know if it's by the people who just work at the awards organization. But I mean, God, like. This is it's just an insult to female rappers who actually stand for something, and female rappers who want to support feminism and not just exploiting your body and having the only thing you advertise about yourself is your body. What happened to being a good person? What happened to being smart? What happened to going to school? What happened to going to college? What happened to, having a successful career? Right now, it's about getting dick, having a wet vagina, and then selling drugs and shooting people. That's all I've been hearing in her songs. I mean, if anybody wants to, educate me, maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe there's something I haven't seen. Maybe she released the greatest album of all time and I just haven't seen it yet. I don't know. Because I'm willing to be open-minded. I'm willing to be, I'm willing to change my perspective. I highly doubt it's going to happen, but I'm willing to be open-minded. I've hated Drake since, 2015, and somebody showed me some of Drake's underground songs. He released a new song recently called "Laugh Now, Cry Later," and I've actually kind of been enjoying his newer stuff. I still don't like him as an artist, but. Basically, my point is I can have my mind changed. I don't think it's going to happen here because if Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B are at the very bottom of my list as far as stuff people I would listen to. I would never listen to a Megan Thee Stallion song. I would never listen to a Cardi B song. I mean, if honestly, you take a good album and then you see that little text that says featuring Cardi B, featuring Megan Thee Stallion, you're like, fuck. Well, this album's not going as well as I wanted it to. But anyways, that's what I'm talking about today. I'll be doing more reaction content in the future, or discussion content rather. Like and subscribe, bro. We have 18 fucking subscribers. That's not gonna make it us very far. But yeah, like and sub, comment your thoughts. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. I know that dislike button is going to be pretty high. But, yeah. See y'all in the next podcast episode. I think we're going to have one on Wednesday. So, see y'all later.